Hi, Ernie.
Hi.
$74?
Yes.
Okay, great.
The last line on 73. Bava Basra 73 Amud Beis. Ormali Toch Vila Misei Midbar. This Arab in the desert was going to show him where the dead 600,000 Jews who died in the 40 years wandering in the desert, where they were. Ozli Chazisiu. So I was able to see him. Damu Kamanda Mivsumi. They looked like they were drunk. The Gano Aparkid. They were lying on their backs. The Meforshim say, like they were looking at Hashem, that even though they died, they were still believers in Hashem. One of the knees of one of these dead Jews was up in the air, and he was so big. An Arab riding a camel with a spear would ride under his knee and wouldn't touch the knee. They were wearing tzitzis. I cut off one of the corners of the tzitzis, and then we were not able to walk. The Arab asked me, did I take something from them? And if I did, Ahadra, and return it. We have a b'mesora. Anyone who takes something from these Mesei Midbar is not going to be able to walk. Azli Adri, I returned it, and we were able to walk again. When I came to the Chacham, told them the story, Armali, Kol Abba every Abba is a Chamor. The word Rabba is like Abba. The Kol Bar Chana Sichsa. And every son of Bar Chama is stupid. Why did you want to cut off their tzitzis? To see what the halacha is like Beis Shammai or Beis Hillel, because there's a machlokas, how many threads, how many knots. Is just count the threads and count the joints, and you would know it. We have 4 threads that are doubled, so we have 8. And that's like Beis Shammai. The halacha in Menachos, we pass like Beis Shammai. The Arab was going to show Rabbi Rachana or Har Sinai. The Har Sinai was surrounded by scorpions, and they were as tall as white donkeys. Shamati Baskol Shemeres Oili Shnishbati. It's as if he heard Hashem say, woe is to me that I took an oath to send Klai Yisrael to Golus. Akshav Shnishbati mi meferli. Who is there to annul my oath? Every Abba is a donkey. Kol Bar Chana Sichsa is a fool. You should have on the spot annulled his oath. But who suffered Dilma Shwasa Mabalu? Rabbi Rechana thought that this is the oath that Hashem took, never to bring a mabul. So I didn't want to know that. Why would he have said oily? Must be that it was on the golus of Klal Yisrael. The Adas Koirach were swallowed up by the ground. I saw, and he was going to show him where the blue Koirach are. There were 2 cracks in the ground, and smoke was coming from the cracks. The Arab took some wool, dipped it in water, and he put the wet towel on his spear, and he put the tip of the spear in the crack. When he brought it back, it was like boiling hot. It was singed. Only atis my shmas. Go put your ear and see what you hear. Shamas dava armin Moshe v'saroso emes vein badoin. Moshe and his Torah are true, and we are liars. Omar Ali, the Arab said to me, Kotlas and Yomi, Mahadalu Gehenim Lachat. Gehenim is like a rotisserie. You put a chicken on a rotisserie and it turns. Every 30 days, Gehenim, it rotates and it comes back to this place every 30 days. Kibasar bekalachas, like a meat on a rotisserie. V'amriyachi Moshe v'sarasu emes ve'en badoin. Armali ta'achvi l'chahechet d'nashki ar riki adadi. The Arab was going to show him the place on earth where heaven and earth meet. He took my basket, or the Rabbi Chana took his basket, and he put it in the window of the rakia. I went to Davin, and then I went to go get my basket. I couldn't find it anymore. Aminale ikagan are there ganovim here? Armali, no. Hi galgavi rikia havidahada. This is the wheel of the heavens that turns. So wait till tomorrow, and the window of the rakia will appear here, and you'll be able to take your basket back. Rabbi Yochanan Mishtoi. Rabbi Yochanan would tell a story. We were traveling by boat. There was a certain fish that the avkilaration raised its head out of the water. The Damian Ene Kitrei Siri, its eyes were like 2 moons. It had gills, and water was spurting out of it like the rivers in Surah. Rav Safra Mishtoi. Rav Safra told the story. We were traveling by boat. The Chazina who covered the Avkilaration Miyam, another fish stuck its head out of the water. V'avale karna, and it had horns. The chakikale, and it was written on the horns, Anabria kalash b'yam. I am the lowest creature in the ocean. Avinan plus meha parsi. I'm 300 parses long. Vazil lepuma de leviyosa. And the mouth of the leviyosa is going to be able to swallow me. On Ravashi, how easy the Yamahu. This is the goat of the sea, the Bechishav Isle Karni. He looks and he has horns. Rabbi Yochanan Mishtoi was telling a story. There was a box that had jewelry in it, pearls, diamonds, precious stones. The 'covered the mikri karsha. there were some sharks that were circling this crate. Nachis bar Amiroy Lasui, a diver, went to get the chest. But the sharks wanted to bite him in his thigh. The diver used vinegar as a repellent, and the fish swam away from him. Navik Baskala Armalam, my kartilti. This crate is Dvisud Rab Chani ben Dosa. This belongs to the wife of Rab Chani ben Dosa that he did the Shadit Chatabal at Sadiq al Hamadasi. This is going to be used to make the tzitzis for the people in the next world. Rav Yehuda Hinduoi. Rav Yehuda was from India. Zim lechadav ha'azla b'sfinasa was traveling by boat. The chazina do haven tovadav v'hadar tanina. There was a certain piece of precious stone that there was a snake around it, or an alligator, whatever a tanin is. Nachis bar morel lasui. A diver went in to get it. This tanin, this dragon, or a snake, or wanted to swallow the boat. Also, pishkansa paskilareshe. A bird, a raven came, cut off the head of the snake. This tanin was so big that it turned the water red. The friend of the snake, another snake came, took the precious stone and hung it on the neck of the dead snake. And so the snake tried to swallow the boat again. Another bird came and bit the head off. And the bird took the stone, put it on the ship. So we salted these birds. Usfina alayu. We put the stone on the birds. And then they flew away with the stone. The two Tanoim were traveling by boat. Rabbi Eliezer was sleeping, Rabbi Yeshua was awake. Nizda Rabbi Yeshua v'nina Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Yeshua was shaken, and Rabbi Eliezer woke up. Why did you shake? I saw great light in the sea. Maybe you saw the eye of the Leviathan. I was traveling in the desert. They had a thigh, chicken thigh to eat. However, we made sure to open up this thigh. We removed the giranosha and the forbidden fats. And then we put grass on it, and we got wood to roast it. After 12 months, this grass that we'd used, they were still burning. This grass was Sam Trehava, it was like Samachayim, Hanu Gormidiris Mavu. The grass, no, was the Samachayim. The coals was was a broom. It's a certain type of bush. Hashem created, whether it's a dragon or the whales, the big fish. In Babylon, they called them arvile. This is the Leviathan. Nachash barich v'livyosa nachash akalton. There are two types of Leviosa. There's one that's twisty and one that's sort of slanted. Shenamar bayomu yukon Hashem b'charbo akoshe. Hashem created everything male and female. Af Leviosa nachash barich, Leviosa nachash akalton. So too the Leviosa. Zachar nekeva bara. He created a male and female. V'malin is kakin zel, if they would have relations, machrivin kololam kulo, they would destroy the world. Mazakadosh Baruch Hu Sirius Zachar, he castrated the male. V'haragan nekeva, he killed the female. Umalcha, he salted it and preserves it. L'tzadikim lasim lavo. Shnemar v'harag esatanin asher bayam. V'af behemos b'harei elef. Animals on 1,000 hills. The Rashba learns that the male and female refers to the goof and the neshama. There's other ways of learning all of this. So these animals in the hills were also created. Zarchan Keva Baram. If they would have relations, they would also destroy the world. He castrated the male, the tzina and the keva, and he removed the libido of the female, and preserved the female for the tzaddik in the future. Shnemar hinena kocho b'masnov zeh zachar v'onu b'srei bitno zuna keva. Hasam nami, why not l'sarsa zachar v'letzina in the keva? Why did he have to kill the female Livyason? He could have just cooled down the female. Why kill her? Lavida ibchi boisem in the keva mlicha madli. Even if the libido of the female would be reduced, she would procreate. The remaining Leviathan Hashem is going to play with. It's not modest to say that Hashem is going to play with a female Leviathan. So why didn't they salt by the beasts? Why didn't they salt in the cave? Kavram licha mali. Salted fish is tasty, but salted meat is not as good. When Hashem wanted to create the world, he told the Malach of the Yam, I want you to swallow up all the waters. I have to keep my own waters. Miyad boed bavarago. Hashem kicked him and killed him. Shenamar bekocho raga ayam usunaso machatz v'rahav. The name of the Sar Yam was Rahav. The Mali Mai Mechasim so in Kolbir Yikolam Berecho. The waters cover this Sar, Otherwise, he smells bad, and no creature would have been able to survive. Shenemar, lo yarev lo yashchisu klar kachi kamayim layam mechasim. Al tikra layam mechasim el lesara shel yam mechasim. Arinam Rav Yarden yotzim mars pamias. The Jordan comes out of the cave of Pamias. Tainamach Yarden yotzim mars pamias. Umalach biyamash shel sivivi. It travels to the waters of Sivchi, uviyamash shel Tveria, to the Kinneret. Umiskal v'yored liyam hagadol. It goes down to the Great Sea. Umisgagal v'yored at shemagi lepiv shel Leviosan, goes down to the mouth of the Leviosan. Shenamar yiftach ki yaniach yarden el pio. Maskal Rav Barula. Hi, b'meimos bari elefsi. This pasuk is written by the animals. El Amar Rav Barula. Amos b'meimos bari elef betuchos. One of these animals in the mountains, confident. Bisman shemagiach yarden b'fi shel Levios. When the Jordan River goes into the mouth of the Levios. Simen Yamim Gavriel Raiv. Ki also Rav Dimi Rav Yech Maidichsiv. Ki hu al Yamim Yisada. Ve'al na'aros yichonaneha. Elu Shiva Yamim. 7 oceans. Ve'arba Naris. 4 rivers. Shemakif in Eretz Yisrael. Ve'elu in Shiva Yamim. Yama Shel Tveria. The Kinneret. Yama Shel Stom Yama Melach. Yama Shel Chelas. Yama Shel Chilasa. Yama Shel Sivchi. A lot of these swamps were drained, like by the Hula Valley. There were lakes there, and they were all drained. Yama Spamia, the Yama Godel, the Mediterranean. Ve'elun Arba Naris, Yarden, Yarmuch, Keryomian, Ufiga. Okay, we'll stop here. So tonight we'll learn the Navi at 8:00.
This is wild. I gotta tell you.
It's like a movie.
They're crazy. I gotta say. Come on. I don't know how you can, you got to understand all this stuff. Yeah. I wonder if anybody really understands all this stuff.
I went through yesterday on each story.
Today,
I gave them Maral, the Marshal, the Rebbe. I didn't do that today.
Yeah, but it's very complicated stuff. Otherwise, you can't people.
Good night.
All right.
Waiting for the movie to come out.
8:00 tomorrow.
See you
8:00 tonight.
Okay, and 8:00 tomorrow.
8:00 tomorrow, Monday night. Yes.
Okay. Don't forget to come to Mincha. Bye.
Yeah.